It's Faith Friday, and we are very excited for our next guest. She's an activist and a writer focusing on faith, culture, and justice.
She's just co-authored her second book, and here's the title: The Race-Wise Family, 10 Postures to Becoming Households of Healing and Hope. Everybody, please welcome Dr. Michelle Ami Reyes. Dr. Reyes, thank you for being here with us. So tell us what that means to be a race-wise family.
Well, good afternoon. Glad to be here. You know, race-related issues are some of the hardest conversations that we as parents are having with our kids today. You know, they're coming to us with questions about police brutality and equality, justice, and most of us have no idea what to say, right? Like, we weren't given a manual on these topics, and so sometimes we end up avoiding the conversations. But to be a race-wise family means flipping the script. And instead of seeing race as this 150-foot monster to avoid, it's actually an opportunity. We can bring race-related topics to God and seek His wisdom, because as parents, we've been given a good and godly calling to raise our children in the way they should go. And so we need to start seeing the pursuit of positive, holistic, race relations and conversations as part of how we build the kingdom of God in the here and now. This is something we get to do.
Yeah, and Dr. Reyes, I know you drew upon personal experiences. You said growing up, you often felt alienated or at least different from your classmates. Tell me how that experience has gone into shaping how you wrote this book.
Yeah, so I'm second generation bicultural Indian American. Growing up, kids sometimes, made fun of my homemade Indian food or the traditional saris that my family wore. I still remember after 9/11, how classmates asked me if I was a terrorist and how people began to fear folks that looked like me. Now, people don't always have categories for my kind of, hashtag very Asian experiences. In fact, a lot of folks still see race in black-white terms. And so in the race-wise family, we are stretching people's racial imaginations to include black, white, and brown, Latinos, Asians, mixed folks, Native Americans, and to say, hey, we've all had different experiences, and that's why it's so important to be asking each other, what's your story, so that we can better recognize that there's no one-size-fits-all solution to caring for each other and to addressing the problems of race today.
Well, you've already given our viewers and us so much wisdom in your answers, but this is still the part of this segment where we hand it over to our Faith Friday guests and give folks some words of wisdom or inspiration going into the weekend. So go right ahead.
Yeah, something that I would just encourage folks is that our God is Jehovah Rapha. He is the God who heals. And in our racially broken world today, I think we all need a bit of healing right now. And so my heart is still heavy from the recent death of Jalen Walker to just the continued rise of anti-Asian racism in our country. This ongoing visceral grief and hypervigilance to racism is our new reality. But my encouragement is that God sees you. He sees your pain. He promises that one day every act of evil will be washed away. But in the here and now, we can come to Him. We can bring our cries of pain, even anger. Psalm 147 verse 3 tells us that God will comfort our broken hearts and bind up our wounds. So, bring your pain to God this weekend, and I pray that He gives you rest.
Thank you so much for that. I think there were a few amens here in the studio when they heard that. We want folks to know you can get a copy of The Race-Wise Family, 10 Postures of Becoming Households of Healing and Hope. It's everywhere books are sold. Dr. Reyes, thank you for being here. You have a good weekend, okay?
You too.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.